Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And I want to say thank you guys for coming in. Welcome to the new subscribers. And thank you for the support, for buying the coffee. Appreciate it. If you need some personal assistance in there, please send us an email. And you can find the email in the channel descriptions. What I want to talking about today before I even start. mm, it was kind of like reminding me today that I should talk to you about a little bit about gravity. There is a gravity that it comes in from each zodiac sign there towards us, towards the solar system that it's open. Then that energy is entering here, and depends how that gravity enters the solar system. The planets is reacting with their own gravity field. And then that gravity field, since it's turning and it's spinning, and it creates this engine, as we are, because we are energy engine is spinning, depends of that gravity. That is really reflecting within us, and how that fields is gonna be coming in. Most of the people they are looking at out within themselves as the energies in there. They look at it as the planet's effects in there, but there it's even more after that. There is a this magical energy that it comes in, and when that magical energy is hitting the planet, particularly as that directions in there, it's open up a portals for the energy. And that portals of the energy begins to be having those reflects on us. And this is why sometimes we are looking at the energies and it's like, oh my God, they're missing this energy. Well, we're not receiving it because the planet's not in alignment. Oh, I'm missing that, or I want to have that, and so on. And you remember there is a certain point of time, if you remember it, you can watch in it the astrology, and you can see even into the good or to the bad experience, you can see the alignment and where I come from. And when you put your chart in there, you are able to see it's like, aha, now that's explained. This is how the astro logic works because everything has its logic of the situations that it's happening, not only for the collective but also personally for you. One of the things that is about that the gravity field that it comes in from each of the zodiac signs in there, the ancients was able to label it in a certain way of certain positions that we are even using it until today. Okay, today is going to be a very beautiful time. I'm talking about this picture in there about this lady that she's walking it towards the divine path, the divine life, as she's going to be organizing. You know what I'm talking about. This is going to be the divine energy, as I said, that exiting Leo, beginning with Virgo, the first degrees of Virgo, we are going to be ending with this very beautiful divine yacht. You're going to see how the early in the day, the yacht, it's like a second, going to move. But it's going to be moving within the underworld, which is mean that it's going to be digging it deep within what you're doing down here, okay, below the event horizon. Something that has to do with the 3D. And you're going to be seeing how these divine energies, they're going to come in and change your intuitions for organizing yourself. But organizing yourself is going to be in the path of what? In the base of that transformation, since Pluto is going to be the part of this. But what it's going to be the focus, though? The focus is going to be who? It's going to be a Venus. Okay, you're organizing the self-love, which is Venus and Aries represent. And when you find that you didn't have another love, what do you need to do? You need to go back and talking to the spirit within yourself. It's very good questions today that I was asked in there to speak up my mind and the masculine energies. It is about to grow. But see, the growth within the soul, it's coming from the spirit. And it all depends what is your spirit is. But if your soul is weak, then your weakness is coming from lack of either connection with the spirit, or the spirit has not been fully engaged with you, because yourself is more focused of what's going on below, how to organize, how to put yourself together. And today you're going to be able to really organize yourself. But tomorrow you're going to be, oh my God, it's too much work. And this is what suppressing a lot of the transformations. This is what is suppressing a lot of the transformations. And since this energies is going to be affecting you, I hope that today you get the driven, you get the power, you get to organize the things. The moon, it's going to be going at with a very beautiful aspect with Jupiter, and you will understand the power of self-growth, self-love. Just because you're codependent and you're depending on others loving you, just because you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love others, this is going to be the things that's going to come out. But at the same time, these divine energies that is going to be overnight at the Kimben, those energies, you're going to finding that key is you. Okay? The key is that self-love. And you're going to be going forward to open up that chest. If you have not watched yesterday's report or the full moon report, I'm suggesting that you really kind of like take a time, even if you watch it like 5 minutes at a time in there, it's going to be actually helping you. Take a little portion, listen to it, take a little portion, listen to it, break it down if the reports are too heavy for you. So with this being said, here is what is going to be coming in towards us. I was looking at the energy at 9 o'clock that as the moon is going to be coming out with these energies here, we're going to be squaring that Jupiter because the lack of the growth. And this is going to be coming up at 9 o'clock in the afternoon. But don't be discouraged, because this is going to be showing you the area of concerns that need to grow. All right. Don't be going out there and feel sorry about your immaturity or the way and the situations that you had within yourself. All right. So where should we start it? You go back. We're gonna start at 6 o'clock in there. For those of you who wakes up and go to work, you may gonna be feel like that work environment currently is too much issues. Particularly we're talking about this public servant is like I'm serving and nothing come out. Be mindful about these energies because it tells you that the universe is creating you and you're doing your work. It's gonna be some the midheaven that it's gonna be at the Scorpio. It can trigger it that T-squaring with the sun and the self. You may gonna feel agitated, but things is gonna be better later on at 7 o'clock as the midheaven it's coming. That the self is looking more within that focus of where my chest is, my relationships. Your relationships is beginning with everything. So talking about a little bit here about this relationships, okay? You have your mind, you have your heart, you have your experience that fits the intuition, you have that energies within yourself in there that it's talking to you, which is your philosophy. You have that energies of the soul, who you sometimes you don't listen. And then there is this another fine energies, that is the spirit. And now since you're going with this, you're going to be feeling where is my self is. Your self is to look at those sub-selves, as I explained it to them, and unite them. But they gotta have what? They got to have a relationship and balance between them. Libra. What do you have in Libra? Where is your Libra is in your chart? And as that Lilith is coming in there, that is that, I call it the Pandora's box that you have to open. Okay? But that it has to be open from within you. And that is it in your ways. Like nobody's been done like this before. Self-unifications in there, as that energy is going to be calling. As you see it there, Pluto has this yacht together with the Venus and Neptune in the North Node. You're going to be seeing it. That yacht is going to come out. It's going to be going on pretty much. And this is the power of the transformations. You're going to have to organize yourself, since the moon is in Virgo. It's the same thing as that lady. She organized herself and going towards the light. But the light points towards her, right? The light points towards her. All right, in the next hour at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Saturn. Saturn isn't continue working on the masculine energies. All right. Psychologically wise or philosophy wise, however you want it, the universe tells, like, be mindful what you're telling yourself. I'm giving you a secret. Here is the secret of self, Lilith. As the inner work it's coming, you're going to be facing it. But what is that opposition? That square right here is going to tell you. You have a square with Neptune, pure Neptunization, okay? Foggy mind, foggy visions, not clarity, just you don't want to even listen Saturn, right? That gives you this little signs, like you see 333, then 2-3 cars passing by, then you say 333, and you don't pay attention to those things. You just see them, it's like, what the heck, what I gotta look, right? So this is kind of like those energies that it's gonna be, but Saturn is gonna come out and the ascendant is gonna be like, come on, Mars, we have to work. We need to fix it. We gotta get yourself ready. You've been studying for so long, so it's time for you to perform. This is kind of like of energy. You might gonna feel in it. You might feel in it like, yeah, things are open up slowly. Yes, they're gonna be a slowly. It's the same thing like a rocket ship, that it takes off and then when it boosts the speed and get out of the atmosphere, okay, which is surrounding, atmosphere, surrounding, get the correlations in there, then the ship is getting its speed. For those who doesn't understand what I'm saying, go and watching it, how the speed with the kilometers increase after the ship is escaping that. Basically, is escaping the gravity. It's the same thing with you. When you're escaping the things that goes on in the earth, you're going to be able to get the informations that you're going to need. All right, next hour at 9 o'clock, Chiron is going to be coming out of the ascendant. I'm tired of talking about this guy. I'm tired of talking about these wounds. If you get into the wounds, you're not going to be able to open up this chest. The secrets that it's hidden in there. How to put unified yourself as a Lilith is in there without the relationships. You're going to be looking at in yourself. Okay, but I can't, I don't know, I don't believe. The last time I tried, I got hurt. The last time I opened, the last time I did this, I did that. That was the last time. You see, the people who wins, they keep trying over and over and over again until they succeed. Okay, until they succeed. And that's what is going to be. But as the midheaven coming in with Capricorn, either work relationships or this kind of like a servicing in there with Venus can create some issues. You might not feel like people have emotional feelings towards you at work. Okay, that is going to be at 9 o'clock. Don't get discouraged, because this is a temporary situation unless you have a planet in the mid of Capricorn. Okay. All right. In the next hour, the ascendant is going with Uranus. Uranus is the energy that it's creating the certain changes, the certain events, certain things. All of a sudden, he creates the adjustments. Okay, this is not good. We need to make something new. This part is not good. We got to create something else. That sucks. We have to make it beautiful. And that's what he's going, since he's in Taurus. But yourself, it's not looking into that. Because you have to go against yourself. The worst war you're going to be having in your life is always going to be with yourself. And always going to be with what you think you are, with what actually you are. So that energy in there, the universe says, like, don't look at it at me. I'm not wrong. You haven't done. You have not unified yourself going into Lilith. This road here is with no exit. Go there. Go over there to Lilith and Libra. Okay? And this is what this energy is going to be, comes out towards you to show you that deep inside of you, you know all your answers, but you never did there because you're afraid of your real self. All right, as the day goes by with this, it's 11 o'clock right now. The midheaven is going to be with Pluto. Time to change, time to transform. It's beautiful. The North Node and midheaven and the Pluto is going to be putting that energy towards Libra, towards the moon at Virgo. And you're going to be seeing it like when you don't have an exit, what do you see? What do you look? You look up, right? But what's going to happen is when from up, they see that you don't have an exit and they help you out. That is going to be that. That is going to be that time that you're going to get that help. You're going to be able to be receiving these energies. This is when usually you get this downloads. Okay? You are getting at those beautiful downloads. And as you see it, the authority itself of a self, that ego, which is a lot of you mistaking the ego as the energy, it's opposing the intuition. Don't go against yourself and don't go against the universe. It's been said so many times that if you have that square here with Uranus, you are not changeable. You cannot change. You cannot react. While right now Uranus works with Saturn and with Mars, it says like, hey, the actions is going to be coming. Have you prepare yourself? So with that energy, the ascendant there is it. Jupiter is going to be the growth of the friendshipness in there. You see, you got to be friend to renovate yourself with all your sub-cells in there. And you have to accept that energy, that it's aligned, that it comes in right now, right here, towards Aquarius. You need to understand that the gravity works in exactly the center in there. It's working within the middle of the zodiac sign, which is the 15 degrees. That's when the energy is more strong. When you're 20 degrees, the gravity points the 10 degrees of the next zodiac sign, the sign you have there, while it's compensated at the 10 degrees of the other zodiac sign that you are looking at. So by knowing that this, you're going to be able to determining the energy that it's coming towards you. All right, the next hour, the friendshipness, you understand, you have to put all this together to get to this Lilith. You seen it of these renovations, you seen it this, but well, the universe doesn't give it to me. The universe has not provided to me. The universe is this, universe is that. And the universe says, I gave you everything. You're just too blind to see. Go open up your eyes. And that opening of eyes is going to be this Gemini. The Gemini that sometimes comes in, it tells you the one word. You're understanding everything. Right? Those kind of like a friends that they're coming and they're telling you exactly what you need to hear. You might not going to like it. You might not see in it what they're trying to tell you. But they're going to tell you exactly what you need to hearing. And that is going to be this 12 o'clock, which is, this is the self hour. All right. Midheaven, it's going to be at 1 o'clock at Pisces. That's going to be opposing the moon. And the moon, it's going to be what's with this consciousness. I don't know how to organize myself. Everything hurts. And 10 is like you let it go of everything. And 10, when you let it go of the monkey mind, this energies within yourself, you're going to begin to see this. Oh, I'm going to organize that. I'm going to be finding this road. And I'm going to be finding. You all been going through this experience, particularly when you have a challenges in life. You stay for like maybe 2-3 weeks in this kind of like a depression. I call it also this kind of like a twilight zone that you don't know where to take it, particularly after breakdown, loss of a job or loss of a relationships in there, and all of a sudden glimpses. You're getting those glimpses. You're getting those kind of like empowerment, how to fix your life. That's what that energy is. Okay? It's going to come in towards you. It's going to be pointing out, but you need to be what? Strong, powerful. And that strong and powerful is coming. As you see it in the next hour, we're going to have a Mars. It's coming up at the ascendant within the horizon, as the midheaven is between Saturn and Neptune. Saturn is teaching you, Neptune's giving you the visions. No problem. You're going to be able to solve these situations. How though? How did you solve those situations in the past? You begin to loving yourself again. The self-love, the power of the self-love. And this is going to be the divine energy of Venus that it's coming towards the moon. Okay? Now you're seeing it, the power of the self-love. And for those who doesn't love themselves so much, we are going to be seeing it as Venus is going to come back into Pisces to fix what? Her psyche. Finding the power that you need to love yourselves. All right. In the next hour, the ascendant is going to be opposing the transformations process. That's going to be squaring the true Lilith right in here, which is she's in Scorpio. But that energy of the ascendant in Leo is going to be beginning right here to give you this power. It's like here. That's going to be the focus. And Pisces, okay? You cannot organize something on Earth. Virgo, if you haven't organized something up in the heavens. You cannot organize nothing in the world if you have not make up your mind. Your mind, though, what it's controlling from. If you're using the power within yourself and you connect your soul to your spirit, just Pisces, you're going to be able to get that energies down below. And you're learning how to be the king or the queen of your own self, the wise way. Okay? Not using order, not manipulating, not abusing, not controlling. Real you. Right? All right. On the next hour, we are going to have midheaven that's going to be at the areas opposing this Lilith down below. Yeah. What do you mean, Dio? I have to put this by myself. I have to do by myself. I'm not grown up for this. Oh, that is the challenges in there. You to yourself to do the things that to prove that, to create that balance down there. Who's gonna be able to help you? Well, right here, Chiron and the midheaven, they are sextiling the Sun and Mercury, and that is going into to the Lilith and Libra. Boom. Right? Change. Innovate yourself. Reinnovate yourself. Thinking out of the box. Finding a different ways, different solutions. All you have to do is zip it up. Your lack of movement. Lack of growing. Okay? But I don't want to do. I need somebody to help me. Codependency areas, right? And you can find that a lot of the areas that really have challenges, particularly with the codependency. All right, the next hour, the midheaven is going to be a Taurus, beautiful energies towards the moon. Now you're shining out that energy is like, okay, I can fix my material world. I know how to fix it. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be survive. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to keep shining that love until I can. So now the ascendant there is that Leo is going to be reminding us about yesterday's energies of that full moon and opposing, and you're going to be feel like, but I have to face certain things. Yes, you do. You already know how it was. You already know how it feels from the energies from yesterday. You already know you have to do by yourself. All you need is what? Courage, faith, stoicism, understanding that is the only way. Is you and you. All right. A lot of wisdom, right? Yeah, it's gonna come at 6 o'clock. You see that the midheaven in Uranus here, it's pointing out towards Lilith. That was us also yesterday. But right now, Pluto and Venus is remind you as the moon is coming out in the event horizon. That is the way you should go. They basically overview energies. It's overview what happened to you throughout the day. And now with that positive energy that it's coming, particularly with the midheaven being with Uranus, that is those sudden changes that you're going to be deciding to apply to your life. And you want to have the actions. So all of a sudden something happens. All of a sudden the things that were hold on for a while, all of a sudden they're beginning to work. All of a sudden things is opening it up. All of a sudden the things situations is. Why? Because you open up. You want to receive something? Open up. Can't be just a crumble down, being in a hermit mode and being in the down there in the dungeon and trying to receive stuff. Go out. Go out there. Go see the people. Go out to the street. Go observe the people. Go see that some of the people are happy. Go ahead and see what the people are talking. And that could be you. Okay? The happy person could be you because that Venus needs love. Okay? She needs that love. All right, the next hour, the ascendant, it's moving a little bit down below. I said the moon is rising into the horizon very well. The midheaven, though, with Jupiter is going to be squaring the moon. That is this 7 o'clock energies. You're going to be feel like, well, nothing growing. Well, if you have the courage and the strength and you're learning from Saturn, everything is going to be okay because Saturn, Uranus, and Mars, they're working together. Don't look at about the authority. Look at it right now, the intuition that points out the directions. You want to go somewhere, you need to set up the directions for your GPS, right? And that's what the intuition is telling you. Look at that GPS. Who knows the directions for that GPS though? Your soul. Okay? Your soul. That is going to come as a reminder. You're going to be seeing it tomorrow as the moon is going to be arriving here. There's going to be the divine energies towards the sun and Mercury, divine messages, divine authority, divine acceptance between intuition, the self, internal communications of the new things that you're going to be preparing for that energy as Mercury is going to be preparing to go and start talking to you between that connections between soul and spirit, okay, between that energy right there. And this is what we're going to be experiencing tomorrow, okay. But for right now, what you need to do with this is understanding that those glimpses of tomorrow, they're coming to tell you and giving you what? To give you strength and courage. And that the changes are coming. How are you going to know the changes are coming? Well, Uranus is trining the ascendant and the divine energy of selves because you're opening up, you're allowing the divine to work. Okay, you want to do a prayer, meditations, however works for you. Some people don't do prayers, don't meditate. They have direct link within their spirit. And they know how to do it just by thinking. Okay? But that's a whole another ball game. All right? Wherever your situations and the levels they are, that you have to practice. Okay? Within yourself. All right, the next hour, 9 o'clock, this is when the ascendant is going to be opposing Venus. The midheaven, it's is going to be squaring Venus. Talking about this love, the self-love of Leo, of Aries. I'm sorry. And since the moon, it's going to be start sextile in Mars and the midheaven, the moon, it's like, okay, I have to get this warrior type energy. But what kind of warrior type of energy are we talking about? To get up, to brush off the dust, to get up, to be a wise and evolve. That is that energy. This is what Saturn has been talking to your psyche into your warrior. Talking about this warrior, he's got a lot of stuff to do. If you're looking at in there, you might feel preoccupied as a masculine. So many things on the hold on. So many things I have to work. So many things is multitasking. And I have to pay attention to a family. Ascendant that it's going to be at Libra is in divine energies with Saturn. Balance. Balance always is the key. Okay? Balance within yourself, but you don't have the balance with the art self because of a wound. Here goes a Mars that says like, I cannot do it. I'm too wounded. I'm too this. I'm too that. I don't know about this. You know, you can find a courage or excuses, but you can't have them both. All right. You can be a vulnerable, but you have to recognize the vulnerability is also attached to one thing. Self-accountability. If the part of the self-accountability, it is about you to get up and keep going. And that's what Mars says. Okay. A lot of the people, they have to get angry, they have to get agitated, they have to be forcing other people accepting their point of view. That is the immature, toxic Mars. Well, right now, hopefully you are listening to a Saturn, that wise wisdom within yourself. And since this energy is going to come from the ascendant, is going to be pointing out, listen what you are told to evolve. All right, 11 o'clock, Lilith is going to be at the ascendant, divine energies with the North Node. So are you going to arrive in here and open up the chest, and that's going to lead you to a future? There you go. To open that chest, can you go to the future as you keep walking in your journey? I hope you do. I mean, whatever you are trying to do, I hope you do. Because that energy is going to be as you see it. The energy of Lilith, once it's opened, she's leading to the North Node, but she's leading to who? To the self, to the I. I change myself. I evolve myself. I renovate myself. I restored myself. That is going to be the powerful energy. All right, and for those of you who wants to know what's coming up tomorrow, we are going to be having the yacht between Chiron, Mercury, and the Sun. This is going to be another day of very powerful energies there. But as you see it, even tomorrow, we are going to have this particular energy event. We're going to be moving a little bit ahead. You see, when the moon is arriving, here is the true Lilith. Here it's the moon. Here it's Lilith. And they're pointing out towards the North Node. So there's going to be some work that it needs to be done. It's going to be a lot of divine guidance that it's going to be coming. The question is, you to believe within yourself. Okay, have that hope within you, because it's gonna be a moment that you are gonna be okay with everything. And this is gonna be a period within a few days that Mercury is walking into Pisces, which is gonna talk to your psyche. He is gonna be talking to who? To Mars. And Mars right now, it is preparing to go direct. You're feeling it. Certain things are freed up. Okay? But don't go too fast. Don't be too fast, too furious. Okay? I'm not talking about a movie. I'm talking about that some of you is going to be like the horse out of the stable, and then you're going to be messing it up. Take your time, process everything, and keep following up here, guys. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, clicking, liking, sharing, subscribing, and hopefully these reports help you to heal your life, guys. All right? Be love. I will see you around.